defeated Kaitlyn Christian to win gold in Tucson just about a year ago. And Parris Todd in the yellow at the top of your screen will serve to start us off. Let's go. Ooh, the drop volley from Parris Todd. Almost a slip there from Kaitlyn.
Wow, yeah, great touch from Parris. Yeah, almost a scary fall from Kaitlyn, but she was able to recover good. We get to keep watching pickleball. Yeah, Kaitlyn's gonna have to get those passing shots down. She left that one high, which Parris was able to clobber into the open court.
2-0.
Quick start here for Parris Todd, really seeing her be the aggressor early. Kaitlyn Christian, known for her prowess at the kitchen line, hasn't even made it up there yet, Dylan.
No, she has not. Parris has been the aggressor of the two, and that's why she has the 3-0 lead.
What a find for Kaitlyn Christian out of nowhere.
Wow, what a phenomenal cross-court passing shot. Yeah, Kaitlyn's gonna have to keep the ball low, because if she leaves anything high, Parris is just gonna be able to attack it.
0-3.
But again, we're still going. Hustle point for Kaitlyn Christian pays off.
What athleticism Kaitlyn just displayed. Barely getting to it. It seems like early on this match, Kaitlyn wants to pass cross court. She hasn't really been able to pass down the line yet. And so whenever Parris comes in, Kaitlyn's looking to get it low cross court. We'll see if that trend continues, Will.
Parris Todd back with the serve. Early 2-point advantage. And again, looking for that cross-court pass like you just mentioned, Dylan. Unsuccessful on that one, though.
Yeah, it looks like Kaitlyn's not even trying to come forward. She's a good 4 or 5 feet behind the baseline.
4-1.
It kind of makes sense. Parris Todd, known for some of the best passing shots in the game. What a combination of spin and pace as well.
And right as I say that, Kaitlyn.
Right.
Side out.
Change up on the serve there from Christian, but doesn't quite pay off.
Yeah, I like these players changing up their serves, the height, the spin. Let's see if that's going to be the trend in 2026.
Dueling drop volleys early in this one, and you talk about the serve. Obviously, Annalie Waters made headlines going with the huge lob serve last week at the Masters. We saw Parris Todd, a bit of a loopier serve there.
Yeah, it's going to be the year of the changeup. There we go. Serve.
Another drop volley pays off for Parris Todd.
Yeah, incredible touch by Parris. She's hit 2 lines that point, right on the baseline and then the left sideline.
Certainly a strong start so far for the number 4 seed.
Kaitlyn covers the net incredibly well.
That's kind of what you expected to see more early on, right?
Exactly.
That's one of Kaitlyn Christian's strengths up at that kitchen line. When playing an opponent with drives as strong as Parris Todd, you have to pick your spots, pick your moments. Wow.
Yeah, she went with the changeup that looked like it was going to be a drop shot. Parris cheated in and then pushed it back. And so that was incredible disguise from Kaitlyn.
2-4.
And then finds the angle, does Kaitlyn Christian.
Great approach shot, and then stick volley. She's able to cover pretty much the whole court with her wingspan.
3-4.
Now we see her move out to wide on this serve. Maybe overran that volley a little bit on that.
Absolutely. I think what's been most unique is how both these players, their serves, they both stand Parris stands so far back. And then if you watch on Kaitlyn's serve, she starts so far back and then moves up into the court. But both players are able to get their weight behind it. And so I like this server battle.
Kaitlyn Christian does a full step in, like you say. It's very intentional. It's a huge weight transfer. You know the margins, especially at the pro level. Every detail matters. You have to find advantages where you can.
Point.
Almost with the ATP there. Kaitlyn ties it back up at 4.
Can be scary looking to give Parris Todd a potential backhand pass, but it pays off there for Kaitlyn Christian. Nice response after an early deficit. And off the net, it looks like it did hit the bar. So no point for Kaitlyn Christian. It will be a replay. Last time these two met was in the semifinals of the Lifetime Open singles-only tournament. Parris Todd won in 5 games. That's 3 out of 5. We're only doing 2 out of 3.
Yeah, great approach shot by Kaitlyn. Coming forward again, Parris fully on the run.
5-4.
See how far back Kaitlyn Christian is on this serve. Fully steps in.
Point.
Make it 5-point run now for Kaitlyn Christian. You see her really leaning into this inside-out forehand into the Parris Todd backhand and having some success winning that rally so far, Dylan.
Yeah, Kaitlyn stayed back for the first little bit of this match, but now she's been moving forward and she's been way more successful.
6-4. Point.
And that one off the net for Kaitlyn Christian does not hit the bar. Now 7-4 in favor of the #1 seed.
Timeout receiver, 7-4.
And we do get a timeout here from Parris Todd. Nice response from Kaitlyn Christian, 6 in a row. And we will step aside ourselves, see if Todd can find some answers when we return. Thrilled to be bringing you the call.
Time in.
Nice run from Kaitlyn Christian, 6 in a row, looking to make it 7 right here. That stays, looked like it stayed in. But Parris Todd,
Call was out.
it's funny, she walks back like she thought she hit a clean winner.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the out call. The results
so we will get a challenge.
We'll now proceed to video review.
Yeah,
from where we are.
Yeah, Parris thought she hit it.
Yeah, hit the winner. From where we are, I personally thought it was in. Obviously, difficult to tell on that. So we'll take a closer look at this one. This is going to be our first challenge of the day. Players have one challenge and one timeout to use per game. And that one squarely in, at least from that angle, Dylan.
Yeah, that is the inside of the line that Parris hit. And successful challenge for Parris.
After review, the rally's overturned ball was in. Loss of a free challenge, no free challenge remaining. We'll resume play at side out, 4-7. Time in, 4-7.
Oh, Kaitlyn, clean pass. She was able to get it low, cross court on the passing shot, and then had the opening and just missed it.
Looks like Todd may have cheated just early, but doesn't pay the price. Todd looking to change direction. Not quite successful. Does cut the lead to 2. For Christian. Almost an excellent response from Todd off the net, but unable to make solid contact. What an angle from Christian, 9-5.
Yeah, and you see both these ladies, they're approaching down the line, which in tennis, that's what we're taught, but even in singles pickleball, that is also the strategy. You don't want to approach cross court.
What a find from Parris Todd. Dylan, kind of expand on that point. Why, in general, is it more beneficial in your eyes to approach down the line as opposed to cross court?
Yeah, whenever you approach cross court, you open yourself up to too many angles, and it takes longer to go to that side of the court when you approach cross court, and you're more likely to get past. And you can get past cross court, you can get past down the line. Whereas if you approach down the line, it's a shorter distance, and the main way you can get past is cross court.
Nice finish from Parris Todd with a slice overhead. Pulls within 3.
Yeah, that approach shot worked, but that line was open, and Kaitlyn just missed. Kaitlyn uses her first timeout.
So the number 1 seed still with a 2-point advantage, and so important as well. Both of these ladies we've already seen able to find some incredible angles on their passing shots.
7-9.
Nice find from Kaitlyn. Christian kind of waited to the last moment to make contact with that forehand to see if she could find out where Parris Todd was going. It pays off.
And Parris was covering the cross court, which is why Kaitlyn was able to find the down line so easily.
Nearly there was Christian with the volley. But an incredible angled forehand kind of drop, drip, hybrid.
Yeah, and that's the two-step pass that so many players talk about getting it to your opponent's feet as they come forward so they hit it up.
Looked like Todd had kind of wrong-stepped Christian on that one, went back behind her.
Yeah, she had the shot. And I liked that change of serve by Parris.
9-7.
Todd has the backhand. Had a look at that one. Just into the net. Christian again the aggressor. It pays off. You said that was going to be important. And now it's a game point for the top seed.
Free challenge timeout.
Parris takes her free challenge timeout.
May as well use it, you know, here in game one. So,
yeah, Will, if you're on Parris's bench, what would you tell her to do to get into this game one and save a game point?
Yeah, Dylan, you know, like you said, Kaitlyn Christian has really been the aggressor of the second half, the closing half of this opening game, and that's kind of how she's overcome an early deficit, right? And so finding ways to hit deep approach shots, get them low, like you've mentioned, having to hit up on that ball when you're trying to pass makes it that much more difficult. And she's had some great looks down the line, has Parris Todd. She's just hit the net on a few of them. Errors that she won't usually make.
Time in. 10-7.
See if she can hunker down here. What? Another two-shot pass from Todd. Forces the air.
Yeah. And Kaitlyn's approach shot was more towards the middle of the court, so Parris didn't have to move, really. She was able to hit her spots pretty clean, which helped her with those passing shots.
And Todd had a look at the drop volley, has had success with it, just catches the tape.
Yeah, she saw Kaitlyn was there and went a little too much touch.
10-7.
Another game point. Another insane running drip hybrid.
Yeah, incredible passing shot.
That's 2 game points saved by Parris Todd. Has been stuck on 7 though.
7-10.
See if she can change that here.
Yeah, Kaitlyn taking that inside in approach shot.
Another game point, number 3.
10-7.
Just wide on that forehand, and Kaitlyn Christian takes the opening game 11-7 over Parris Todd, the top seed, 1 game away from advancing to Championship Sunday. We'll see how Parris Todd responds coming out of the break. Stay with us here on Pickleball TV. Blank background, excuse me. What do you want to see from Parris here in game 2? Any tactical changes, or do you think it really just came down to execution there in the first?
I think it really just came down to execution. I think Parris had her shots and her moments, and she just missed. And so would just like to see a little bit more margin, give her a chance, give herself a chance to hit a couple more winners and create some more errors.
What a find there.
Yeah, just like that. She didn't go for anything too crazy. She just kept it low and then got her shot and executed.
Christian had to look at that high forehand. An incredible shot to earn the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean,
too many options.
Yeah, that passing shot. The first pass was incredible. Parris gave her a high ball, and then got an unforced error from Kaitlyn. Yeah, just barely missed from Parris. Would like to see her take a little bit off of it and make that ball across court.
There's Parris Todd, guesses correctly, finishes it with authority.
Yeah, great hands by Parris. Kaitlyn just going right back at her, which is a strategy. That does happen when you got short high balls.
That stays in, backhand on the line from Parris Todd. That backhand, arguably Parris's best shot, coming alive here in game 2.
Yep, Kaitlyn going to the towel, getting the towel timeout.
See that from a lot of players, especially in singles. Don't have to burn one of your timeouts, go to the bench. Oh my gosh, dipping third forehand from Todd.
Yeah, it was a great passing shot. I mean, and she didn't go for anything too special. She just made Kaitlyn play the next ball, and she got another error from it.
And you mentioned serve variance earlier, Dylan. See the benefits there.
Yeah, Parris does one of the better jobs of mixing up her serves.
And now the number 4 seed with a 4-point advantage here in the second game.
Yeah, and this is exactly how game 1 started out. Parris took a 4-0 lead, but let's see if she can keep this lead this time.
It was really, I mean, it's really just, you feel Parris Todd, and this should not come as a surprise at all. It's really just her level has raised, right? And so Kaitlyn Christian now in response is going to have to raise her level. I mean, and you brought up a good point earlier, Dylan, just about Parris Todd not necessarily going for all of these winners, right? Especially on those passing shots, but she's making Kaitlyn Christian hit up on those volleys, putting her in such a tough position. And that's how she's achieving these 2-shot passes that, like, we've seen.
Yeah, and Kaitlyn always does a great job of responding, and so we're going to see how Kaitlyn responds using this timeout, using it down 4-0, and so each player is a little different of how they use their timeouts.
15 seconds. Receiver, another timeout. Server, one
we're going to have a great game 2.
Last time these two faced off, we mentioned Todd did win. That was a 5-gamer. Lost the first 2 games and then came back to win 3 in a row. So she's come back from the brink before against Kaitlyn Christian. We'll look to do it again.
Right here, let's go.
Point.
Yeah, she got Kaitlyn over into the corner and applied pressure. And well, again, would like to see Kaitlyn just try to make Parris play the next ball.
Maybe a little tentative in terms of coming up to the net.
5-0.
So far has Kaitlyn Christian been in the second game. Goodness. Bullet backhand into a forehand finish. Nothing cleaner than that.
Yeah, got Kaitlyn completely outstretched and came in and finished off the point.
6-0. Side out.
Just wide by Parris.
Chance here for Kaitlyn Christian to try and get herself on the board. And she does so successfully forcing the passing shot error.
Yeah, you can hear Kaitlyn pumping herself up,
1-6.
trying to get back into this second game.
Looked like Parris Todd kind of had to look at that second forehand, maybe an awkward bounce.
Yeah, it looks like the ball went underneath the bench, but we were back in play. Kaitlyn,
Little hide and seek.
yeah,
Distract from the action. Angled. Oh my gosh. Short backhand pays off.
yeah. I mean, Parris, the amount of spin that she was able to put on it, just is able to get Kaitlyn completely off the court, short. She doesn't have many options. Can't go ATP, so she has to go cross court.
That passing shot just a bit high from Todd. Kaitlyn Christian will take that all day.
Yeah, and you can see Parris telling herself that was too high. She knows it.
2-6.
Yeah, a little too far back. She's falling backwards. Misses it in the net. Would like to see her get her weight transferred into the court instead of hitting off her back foot.
6-2.
Missed return. Have not seen many of those. I believe that might be the first one we've seen from Kaitlyn Christian.
Yeah, I think so.
I have seen, at least in the matches I've called this week, more missed returns than usual. Potentially the indoor conditions, ball's going to fly a little bit more. Nearly an exquisite drop volley, just catches the tape.
Kaitlyn clearly talking to herself.
Yep.
Telling herself to just stay calm, stay in it, focused.
Has her mental routine that works for her. Sometimes she'll kind of sit on the bench with the towel over her head just to kind of block everything out. Very vocal with herself.
Just missed it wide.
3-7.
No love off the net on that one, though.
I mean, she had the open court, just missed. But I like that serve. She got Parris completely off the court, was able to hit to the open court,
7-3.
just didn't execute.
Nice angle there from Todd. Cuts off the passing shot. Goes the other way, 8-3. That somehow stays in from Christian.
Just on the run, fully stretched.
If you're Todd, it looked like she was sure it was going to go long. Stayed comfortably in, though. We'll see if that decision comes back to play a role. Lob serve there from Christian pays off.
Yeah, Kaitlyn's telling herself she wants to play faster.
4-8.
See her move out to the side before the serve. Just overpowers that, overcooks that forehand approach.
Yeah.
To the point about the pace of play, you know, when points are coming in droves, you want to speed it up as much as you can. Just clean from Christian.
Yeah, great approach shot. change the direction. Parris leaves the next shot cross court a little bit softer. It was still a little bit deep, but with Kaitlyn's footwork, she was able to hit it, come in very cleanly, and get that unforced error.
4-8. Side out.
And missed serve. Bit of a stalemate here at 8-4.
8-4.
Parris Todd painting lines on the serve and the third shot there paid off.
Yeah, those were just two incredible shots. It's Kaitlyn's clearly frustrated with how this game is going.
Parris Todd again guessed right, had the open forehand.
Yeah, she just missed it at the top of the net.
Potentially had game point on her paddle, but instead serves back to Christian.
4-9.
What a find off the side of Parris Todd's paddle.
Yeah, Kaitlyn is not going away easy in this game. She wants us to go in two. Parris taking her time. She knows. Oh, it's pro pickleball.
At this point in the week, got to think all players are pretty fully adapted. And if there's any question, I mean, I think that certainly proves it. Well struck there from Christian.
Yeah, Kaitlyn telling herself, calm down while slapping her leg to stay pumped up.
Everything in moderation, right?
6-9.
What a find from Parris Todd.
She had the whole court and hit to the spot where Parris could easily cover. We'll see if that point affects her going into this point.
It's interesting, for as much as we talk about players guessing, right, it's also just the anticipation is next level for both of these ladies. Too much on the backhand from Todd. Game point. Looking to send us to a third. And that is wide from Kaitlyn Christian.
We're going to game three.
We are going three in our first match of the day. Wouldn't want it any other way. Fight to the finish. One game for all the marbles. Who's going to championship Sunday? We will find out.
Are the sides going to affect play? And so both players have won their game on the side that Kaitlyn Christian is currently on. And so we'll see if that comes into effect.
And by nearly identical score lines as well, players will switch sides at 6 midway through this game.
Yeah, Parris doing an incredible job of covering that court.
And even for as well as Kaitlyn Christian moves around the court to hit those passes, she's still having to hit them on the full extension. What a find for Kaitlyn Christian on the run.
Kaitlyn has hit 2 passing shots that have looked like they were going out, but they just curve in.
0-1.
Kaitlyn barely recovers from the net cord, pops it up, I'm sure Kaitlyn's thinking like, oh man, we gotta get ready to return. And Parris hits it in the net, and Kaitlyn gets away with one, and we're tied at 1-1.
And the angle there for Kaitlyn Christian again.
Yeah, incredible net coverage. She's able to get to the open court.
Both Todd and Christian have excellent angled forehand volleys that we've seen at different points throughout this match. And that one sprayed wide, 3 in a row for the top seed, 3-1. And if we're going by what we've seen so far, the side that Kaitlyn Christian on has been the quote-unquote better side. Wow, what a find. Dipping approach. Keeps it away from the strike zone of Parris Todd.
Yeah, she gets Parris on the all-out run, and Kaitlyn's playing fast. And Parris isn't trying to slow her down right now.
Has not called a timeout.
Just wide.
And 5-1. We do get a timeout now from Parris Todd. And yesterday, Dylan, it's interesting. We had so many 3-game singles matches. It was amazing. So spoiled for the quarterfinals. A lot of, in those 3 games, I think in all 3 of them, the player that was trailing at 5, it was, 1-5, 3-5, they all called the timeout at 5. And some of them, that actually proved to be a big moment for them. Do you like the timeout before the end switch?
Yeah, I think anytime you're on a run, and anytime you're on a run, you're able to stop the momentum is a great idea.
And so now we'll look at the current PPA Tour women's singles rankings. Kaitlyn Christian, number 3, Parris Todd, number 6. Of course, Todd, like we mentioned, did not have a chance to play at last week's Slam in Palm Springs. That was a big opportunity to get points, so she'll have to work her way back into that top 4. But really, I mean, it is just a gauntlet, especially obviously Annalie Waters has not lost in over 600 days. That's the challenge in and of itself. But you look at really 2 through 7, really 2 through 9, 2 through 10. Liz Trulick had a great week last week as well. Any of these ladies can beat any of the other ones on any given day.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is chasing Annalie, but like this singles draw didn't have Annalie or Kate, and it was still an absolute stacked women's singles draw, and so we're so lucky to have so many talented ladies playing on the Carvana PPA Tour.
And Annalie Waters, of course, not playing women's singles this week, only in women's doubles with Anna Bright. We'll see her in action later today. That stays in.
Yeah, the same shot that lost her game 2, she hits and is up 6-1 here in game 3.
Dylan, 2024, last time we were here, she took silver in women's singles.
Yeah,
so knows how to win in these conditions.
Yeah, Parris, she's won. She's one of 3 players who have won a golden. She's won a gold in singles, mixed, and gender doubles. And like you said at the beginning of the broadcast, the only other 2 players is Ben Johns and Annalie Waters. And so Parris, she knows how to win. She has an incredible all-around game, and we're seeing it come out here in Minnesota.
4-7.
Cuts the lead to 3. Make it 2, and Kaitlyn Christian very quickly walking to her bench, uses her timeout. So look, Dylan, is 7-2. Now it's 7-5 in Parris Todd. You feel the momentum shifting. You said it's pickleball is a game of momentum. It certainly is.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what Kaitlyn's telling herself. She's such a tough competitor, and right now she needs to get momentum back on her side, and the momentum's on Parris' side. And so let's see if Parris can keep this and And if Kaitlyn can maybe break it, that's the importance of the timeout.
And we'll see if the side, I mean, like we mentioned, you usually don't want to, especially because there's no wind in here, you don't want to give too much credit to the side, but it truly has. If you're looking at the score lines, played a very big role so far in this third game. What a response from Parris Todd. Kicked it into high gear the second Kaitlyn Christian got to 7.
Yeah, and the fans here are absolutely loving this first match of the day.
I mean, they got here early this morning
15
just to get the
seconds.
prime
Receiver,
seating,
no
and
timeout. Server, no timeout.
you know, they have 10 matches. I mean, to look forward to, and starting your day off in this way. There's no better way to spend a Saturday.
5-7.
Incredible point. Kaitlyn pumping herself up.
Somehow extending that rally. Able to find a forehand and force the air. Huge side out.
Great passing shot. Kaitlyn wasn't quite able to get her weight ready and able to move to the backhand. She caught a little late, which is obviously why Parris went behind her.
5-7. Side out.
We really haven't seen many just kind of unforced errors in this third game. Both players have been really extending rallies well. All the errors seem to have been forced.
7-5.
It's one Parris is going to want back at this point in the match. Defense to offense masterclass from Parris Todd.
What a point by Parris. Kaitlyn gets fully stretched, recovers backwards. Parris comes in.
5-7.
That is as clean as it gets.
Hits that corner pocket right there. And here we are, 6-7.
And it was really that switched serve, that slice serve that forced a shorter return on the paddle of Kaitlyn Christian, gave Parris Todd that backhand to attack.
Parris just cooks it long. Kaitlyn gets the ball and she is ready to play.
7-6.
6-0.
What a find from Parris Todd. Bit of a stare down after that one as well.
Yeah, both these ladies, they change up their serve the most when they are on serving from the left side. You see a lot more variety of spin, where on the right side, it's kind of just mostly top spin or flat.
Finds the opening there, does Kaitlyn Christian.
Yeah, that time she went for the pass instead of going right at Parris, because last couple times she's gone at Parris, Parris has been able to hit a reflex volley for a winner.
And again, the backhand.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Kaitlyn do something, a little more something on that approach shot. Parris was just able to get her weight too cleanly into that shot.
And 2 in a row, and we are tied at 7. It was once 7-1, Dylan.
Yeah, Parris hitting some incredible shots down the stretch here in game 3.
Interested to see if Kaitlyn Christian might try to approach to the forehand. It sounds scary, but at this point, the back end of Parris Todd has been way too strong.
You can tell Kaitlyn's very frustrated. She had a good look at an approach shot and just barely misses it over the highest part of the net.
Parris Todd now inches out in front. Doesn't look like we'll get a timeout from Kaitlyn Christian, which we won't.
8-7.
And again, just a bullet on the backhand. Christian calling a timeout. And it's almost a little bit like yesterday, Dylan. Parris Todd was in a... The dipping forehand, and Kaitlyn Christian went for the drop volley, visibly frustrated, and it's match point the other side for Parris Todd.
Yeah, Parris has played a tremendous second half of this game 3, and
she's being rewarded for it.
Yeah.
One match point saved for Christian. Has not been able to get off of 7. Needs to go now.
Yep, and she has gotten the serve, and she is ready to go. Parris is taking her time.
Wants to make her think about it a little bit more. Nice find from Christian, and kind of breaks the seal off of 7. Was stuck there for multiple side outs.
Yeah, Kaitlyn telling herself, use your head. You got this. Being positive, believing in herself.
Had a look at changing direction with the backhand, not able to execute. Match point number 2, Parris Todd. Nearly had a look at it. Wow. Christian was covering the line, knew that Todd had beaten her up that backhand earlier in this game. Extends the rally and extends the match.
Yeah, that strategy has worked so well for Kaitlyn, and it's just let her down here after the end change. Just hasn't been able to quite find that margin over the net that she needs.
And another forehand cover for Christian. 3 match points seen, 3 match points saved.
What an incredible level from these ladies. Kaitlyn shadow swinging her backhand, and Parris calls a timeout.
Kind of the shadow swings, kind of like Andre Diascu a little bit in on the doubles court. In this one, I mean, we talked about the momentum shifts from game 1 to game 2, and even just inside of this game 3, we've had 3 or 4 just total flips of momentum. It's truly something to behold, and the mental fortitude of these athletes, certainly something to commend.
Absolutely. And so, I mean, these are 2 of the highest level players.
Bring out the emotion. Match number 6. That backhand continuing to be the X factor for the 4 seed. And long on the pickup. And Parris Todd closes it out at the 6th time of asking. 2nd day in a row that the number 4 seed has pulled off a 3-game thriller. And this one certainly starts us off on a a strong foot for the rest of semifinal Saturday. What a performance from Parris Todd. Dylan, final thoughts on this one before we go.
Incredible match from Parris. Incredible match from Kaitlyn. Looking forward to seeing more matches this year from these two.
Great competitors, and Ireland Horvat will speak with Parris Todd when we return. What a way to kick off semifinal Saturday here in Minnesota. A 3-game thriller goes the way of Parris Todd into Championship Sunday. And Ireland Horvat standing courtside to speak with Parris Todd. Ireland, take it away.
Parris, you're down 6-1 at the end switch. How were you able to turn it around and take out the #1 seed?
Honestly, I kind of blacked out. I don't even remember I was down 6-1. I was just taking it point by point and playing my best and fighting through the end.
Last time you played Kaitlyn was at the Lifetime Open, which is best out of 5 games. How different is it being best out of 3 here?
Yeah, I mean, the best out of 5 is really tough on the body, that's for sure. So it's nice to know that we only have best out of 3 out here. But like I said, just giving my best. And Kaitlyn's such a good competitor, and I have to fight for every point, and she makes me really work for it.
How excited are you to be in another final?
I'm very excited. This might actually be one of my last singles tournaments, so it's a little bittersweet. So tomorrow might be my last match. I'm still deciding, but yeah, I'm going to give it everything I've got.
What's the reason for quitting singles?
Just a lot of weeks on the road and a lot of events on my body. Like, I'm in 3 semifinals today, and we're out here 25 weeks out of the year, and doing the whole 3 events is really tough. So it's just a decision I have to make for my body and for my partners as well. I feel like if I come out and I'm fresher in doubles, I'm going to have better results, and that's kind of my focus this year and moving forward, and I want to prioritize that. So I definitely will be competing in MLP singles and all that and still practicing, but it's just going to be a lot easier on my schedule and on my body.
Well, we'll be sad to not see you in the singles draw. We wish you luck tomorrow. Well.
What a win for Parris Todd in the semifinals. Big announcement there that she could not be playing a ton of singles in the future.